I think about the fact that when I was in high school, the world population to now has doubled. This is when systems thinking is really important and strategic. Hello, I'm Lydia Dean Pilcher. I'm a filmmaker based in New York. I work quite a bit internationally. I also teach at the Columbia Climate School, Storytelling Arts, and I represent the UN Entertainment and Culture for Climate Action Film and Television Group. And I am going to answer the questions for Cut. Imagining a society where we reconnect with the fact that we're nature ourselves. We're not here to dominate it. We can push values that will really contribute to creating a culture of care. When I cut, I feel a lot of energy. If I'm just out sort of rallying for a cause and protesting, it gives me a lot of energy to see how many other people are thinking as seriously, as urgently as I am. Because as the climate crisis increases, as it accelerates, and we're all impacted by different catastrophes, it's very, very hard to feel hopeful and to feel a sense of agency. What I love about Cut is that you're thinking about the future. We all need to be thinking about the future. And I think that in the way that climate narratives have been formed with a lot of influence from the oil and gas industry and other industries that have a lot at stake to get people to not think about climate change so much, we have to counter that. And we have to overcome this psychological distancing from our future. Well, I started to cut in the entertainment industry first on my productions. With my colleagues in New York, we thought, maybe we could measure the carbon footprint of our production. When the studios came to us and said, hey, we've got this carbon calculator we've been working on, would you be interested in ambassadoring it for us? We realized that, I think our voices are even more important than we thought, because we were really talking to ourselves. Now we needed to talk to everybody else in the world. I always like to cut with other people, yeah. But I think it's all about finding your allies. We think, and especially in America, I think we have been conditioned to think that somehow we're a minority, and we're not. The data shows that, 3/4 of, Americans believe in climate policies. And so if we keep that in mind, it also spurs the work on, because it's not like we have to get to 100. We can actually start to shift behavior much earlier. Well, I'm very impressed, always with the way that Europe has supported culture. I think we don't have that in America. It's not supported by the government. Everything has been, powered by studios. It's a bit complicated right now because of the culture wars. It's a critical moment, and we can't sort of let up. We always think of our people power core audience, but there are lots of other audiences that that are adjacent. And we need to really sort of think about, how do we talk, how do we message to bring, there's a word called hinge. How do we hinge people into a unified way of a movement, really? Yeah. What we really need is to bring more systems thinking into everything that we're doing, particularly in climate. And the UN has a global innovation hub whose sole purpose is to go around and spread awareness about systems thinking. It's some sort of self-education anybody can do and should.